And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, coming to you live from the Goons studio, you are now watching Mount Paozu Arcade.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, we're here, fellas, and I'm here. I'm Meta Abe, and I'm here with my co-host Hellpockets. Tell them what they're in for this week, Hellpockets.
Oh man, we've had let's see, Evo 2017 Dragon Ball Fighters build, 4 tournaments, 4 of them. I was in like 3 of them, so I got like some impressions from that. We got news out the yin yang. You know, we got a Trunks trailer at the end of Evo, and we've got releases from V Jump, Krillin, and Piccolo, plus online mode with lobbies and avatars. A lot of stuff that came out in the span of just 3 days. There's a lot to cover. Thank God it happened before Thursday, because I'd hate to think that we jumped the gun on writing an episode. If this shit came out tomorrow, I'd be hella mad.
I know, dude. Like, we got really fortunate with how the information got laid out. But before we get into the meat of this show, there's some work we got to do, man.
Oh, yes. You may have noticed, if you follow the Game Goons Twitter, or you probably do now, because you saw our little contest. Actually, we have 2 of them. We have 2 contests.
Yeah.
One for an official Game Goons t-shirt, and the other one for an official Mount Paozu t-shirt. So if you retweeted those tweets and you follow the account, tonight we are going to have the raffle to decide who wins each t-shirt, and either one's tonight's just the Mount Paozu shirt. Excuse me, Mr. Producer. And no, it's not going to the Hound.
Yeah, so the winner for this Mount Paozu t-shirt will be announced live at the end of the show. So if you have not followed and retweet, you still have a chance to win. Yeah, just stay in the chat.
Stay in the cut. Stay in the cut. And of course, if you do not win tonight, you can always buy it. We keep it. We're gonna like have how many of these? Like maybe, you know, whatever you need. We'll make as many as demanded, because we want you to have these t-shirts. We want to show that we appreciate our fans, even though this is only our 3rd episode and you guys have stuck with us this long. So it's pretty awesome. We want to show you this is how we appreciate you guys. And, you know, it's a good way to support the channel. It ensures that we provide more quality content for you guys, makes the stream a little bit better. You know, right now, Gibby's running this off of a hand-me-down laptop that I gave him. So maybe with the help of these t-shirts, we can get him something that steps into the 21st century.
Yeah, man. And there will be more designs in the future, but like I said, right now we're just trying to show off our support and put up this raffle for you guys, just to give you guys an opportunity to, you know, rep Mount Paozu Arcade.
Rep Mount Paozu Arcade. And if you want to, and if you want to have a t-shirt like this, you want to go to that Teespring right now. It should be a link. Somebody will post a link in the chat, I believe. And you can have a shirt like this, you know, looks all pretty and stuff, nice and black, nice and simple, nothing too offensive. And if t-shirts aren't your thing, why don't you hit the donation button, or hell, hit the brand new sub button that we got and get yourself a sweet new Game Goons emoticon courtesy of Twitch TV. I can't believe they gave us one of these finally. It's beautiful, man. I believe we call it Game Go Bang. Yeah, it's a work of art, honestly. It's probably hovering somewhere in front of my face right now. You want to use this as many times as you can, because it personally pisses the hell out of Gibby. Like, this is the worst thing he's had to deal with since his back went out.
Ooh, nice. Ooh,
yeah, look how it's just if you really want to, like, you know, you're watching the stream and you really want to emphasize that, ooh, that's smooth. Like, you know, feeling it's the perfect emote for that occasion.
That's a smooth baby.
It's a smooth drink.
Ooh, baby.
Anyway, I think we've done enough shilling, huh? How about we get started talking about this awesome game?
Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. Like you mentioned in the beginning of the show, I feel so fortunate, like we said earlier, that all this information was released in time for us to do this show. And yeah, dude, I mean, well, let's get started with the stuff that we actually were involved with, and that was Evo. So,
yeah, Evo. So I know you got a chance to play the game a little bit, I want to start out with like my impressions real quick, because I went and played in 3 tournaments. I got in top 8 in one of them.
Oh God, here we go, top 8, Mr. Top 8. Fucking 8 over here.
I couldn't commentate Dragon Ball. A lot of people wanted me to commentate Dragon Ball Fighters top 8, but I could not commentate Dragon Ball Fighters top 8 because I was in Dragon Ball Fighters top 8.
Y'all let this dude win. Apologies. You guys need to stop, dude.
My apologies, people. You can check it out on Namco, Bandai Namco US's stream on Twitch TV. It's in the archive. It's totally real. But I love the game, man. Like
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to say, like when I was playing the game, I was all thumbs. When I was playing the game, it was all thumbs. I
Yeah.
had concepts in my mind that I wanted to try out, and honestly,
Yeah.
the first thing I noticed about this game was that the concepts I wanted to try out were all available to me. You know, and I don't even play Marvel, but some of the things that I was trying to do in this game felt
Yeah.
like second nature, like things that I wanted to try in KOF, Guilty
Yeah.
Gear. It was all there, and that's actually amazing from a design standpoint. Go ahead.
It was very intuitive actually, and I'm not even anything close to a Marvel player. I'm not very comfortable with how assists work in that game, but in this game, it's just I don't know. It's because it's like the utility is so obvious as to how you use it, and it works so well with the movement of the game that it's just an easy game to pick up, right?
Mhm.
But the options that it opens up for you is insane, man. Because it's like I know we get if you guys are watching this, you get to see Hellpockets kind of get down with some boo, right? And the way that he's using his character with the assist, it's like he just started, but it's effective, you know?
Yeah, it felt really easy to ease into it, and they don't let you go nuts with it too. That's the other impressive thing. I thought that going into this, it was just going to be like a little bit of a mash fest, and it
Yeah,
kind of is out the gate. There is definitely some benefits to mashing in this game at first
uh-huh.
sight, but it doesn't net you any kind of significant gains other than if you want to just mash standard combo over and over again and you
Yeah,
want to hit them like with the same combo 5 times, man, you might kill a character. It's like Kizzy said last time. But if you want to go for that optimal stuff, it doesn't tie your hands. It doesn't tie you up and make you grind the game out for months and say, okay, I have one optimal combo with this one team. You could probably get it in under a day. I've definitely seen people who figured out 50% damage combos in under a day
yeah.
without the need of assists, just needed their own bar.
Yeah, I mean, and you definitely noticed that when you're in the line to try to get some casuals in, because those dudes that figured out those combos, that line
Mm-hmm.
was running through real quick. Uh,
Dude.
and then like people that are a little bit in the scrub mode, those matches took a long ass time. So yes, man, this game it has a lot of action in it. The speed is not as slow as people seem to make it out to be. It's just that the damage is low. People are just don't really understand the movement or the assist or traps. Yeah, man. Even just from watching a lot of the tournament footage, you can see a lot of accidental things that you could totally implement as strategies, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And one thing that I noticed a lot is some players were trying to use it, the parry slash deflect mechanic. But holy shit, is that shit dope, dude? That to me is the hypest thing in this game because it literally can, I believe, almost almost deflect all the above. Like I saw supers get deflected, I saw the super dashes get deflected, and you think, especially from watching a lot of the matches, since I know you saw it happen,
Mm-hmm.
super dash was super relevant in the tournament and
Oh
in
yeah.
just casuals in general. But let me ask you this question, Chris: how real is it?
I gotta say right now, in the long run, it's probably not gonna be very real. Doing a super dash raw, especially from full screen, can kind of net you some trouble later on because of that backhand parry.
Mhm.
You can be knocked back and still be in super dash animation, and your opponent's able to react ahead of you, which pretty much leads to a pretty big punish. I definitely played some guy who was very familiar with that mechanic and used it a lot,
Yeah.
and it made me never want to hit that button again outside of combo. So I would not suggest using super dash to close the distance, circumvent fireballs, because it kind of has its own flight path. You don't get to control it. Um,
Exactly.
I think if you're in a position where like, okay, he threw out a super and I'm above it, but I want to get to him before that
Yeah.
super runs out, it's a good
Yeah.
answer for that, but it's no replacement for the air dash, good ground movement, and a well-timed teleport.
Funny that you mentioned that. What's a cool thing about this game is that it's pretty much like a universal close-in distance punish, right? Like how you're just talking about when somebody lets a super rip and you need to close the distance. Like every character can do it. Whereas opposed to like other games where it's like, oh, this guy doesn't really have a super that can reach that far or a normal or whatever. Like you have the super dash that you can close the distance on when people with super.
Right. And I'm kind of wondering, like, is the super dash going to be universal to everyone, and will it act differently? Because there's obviously going to be characters in this game, most likely, that can't fly. So you'll have characters like Mr.
Mm.
Satan, Master Roshi,
Yo,
just certain
I
characters that.
hope those characters are in. I hope to god, those characters are in, bro. Um, yeah, sorry, I cut you off, but
No,
yeah,
that's fine. Go ahead.
that is interesting point you pointed out. Um, if they do that, um, I just I just think there should be a creative way to do it. I'm excited to see what they do with those characters because they got to be in it, right?
Right. Classically, in the Butoden series, whenever Mr. Satan was in a game, his flight was assisted by a rocket pack. So that was something that he was able to do.
Right.
But when Master Roshi was in the game, he did not have the flight option at all. He was strictly grounded.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that could be something that
Oh,
might keep him out of this game, which would be unfortunate because I know a lot of people want to see him in this game, but more than likely he just may not find, the ability to be in it, and or this is not entirely far fetched, but they just could give him the flight ability. There's you can say, what, why doesn't he have the ability to fly?
or what if they give him the Nimbus Cloud?
Or well, he can't ride it because he's not pure.
Oh shit, you're right.
He fall right through that son bitch, man.
Is there a magic carpet in Dragon Ball?
Actually, he has the spinning turtle, but that's a gimmick that I think has run its course. um, so that's something that I kind of hope that they don't just use that super rush as like a universal dash, and I want people to have different speed super rushes. I mean, it might not happen, so that's all right. It's a good mechanic regardless. But I was kind of thinking like maybe some of these characters who are already fast without it probably should have a faster version than the people who aren't fast without it.
Well, maybe
Like,
they'll have some type of animation where it's like a jump or something, but it's like
yeah,
closes in real fast.
right, yeah.
Um,
But I don't know. It might work out better. Like I main Boo for the entire time, and honestly, him having a super rush did not really improve his mobility. His mobility was already pretty
no,
good.
of course not. I don't think that's how that mechanic is meant to be used. Like, I don't think it's meant to be used as a movement thing, because actually you get blown up pretty hard.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people that are ripping. First of all, I don't think people were utilizing Key Blast properly at all.
Mm-mm.
Because it can control a lot of space and shut down a lot of BS if you can read that somebody's gonna super dash, right? Like Goku's has a very unique angle where he like kind of does it like an Akuma air fireball,
Mm-hmm.
where he like drops down and it shoots it at an angle
Yeah.
in the air.
Oh, everybody's a jumping version too, and they all have
Yeah.
different properties to it. And then of course you have Vegeta, who has like the rain.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, you know what? You're right. That's a really good point, man. Like these aspects of the game, once they start opening up the roster, like I'm very curious how they're gonna end up dealing with it. But speaking of the roster, there
Mm.
are some characters and a trailer that was released that showed some very unique abilities. And well, I guess first and foremost, we'll jump into the most exposed out of the three. Trunks, man. Trunks looks legit, baby. This
Dude.
is this what we wanted? This is kind of what I wanted.
I mean, that was something that a lot of people theorized because, like, I definitely had the conversations where people were wondering, is he going to have the sword? Is he going to be a sword fighter, or is he going to be a hand-to-hand fighter? And it looks like you're giving us both. And that's something that, like, is pretty common in the current era of Dragon Ball Z games. So, that's really cool to, like, see them have their own spin on that. And I got to say, the character looks beautiful, man. Like, his movements look great.
Yeah.
He's got some range. The sword definitely adds some range to the launcher.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he might be able to play a little bit of a mid-range game without actually resorting to projectiles. And, of course, his moves look hype as fuck, man. Like, the explosion slash, like, holy shit. And it's a launcher.
Dude, like, every time I see a game that's like it's a licensed IP and they're trying to do its the just service by the art style, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always get like worried, like, something's gonna look a bit off, like, so like his hair is gonna be weird, or maybe they didn't draw the eyes correctly or do the eyes justice. But man, so far from what I've seen, dude, like they are so on point with the character models and the super animations. Like even just the pictures that they're showing of the characters we haven't seen, like Piccolo and Krillin. Like, damn, dude, they look so legit. Like I don't have a problem with anything of it. It's so accurate to me. And if it's off, it's barely off. But I'm all in, dude. Like visually, I'm
No,
all in these characters.
totally agree with you. Like looking at just the blurry screenshots of Piccolo and Krillin
Yeah.
had enough people just going like, "Oh my god, these characters look really interesting." And this is after seeing the first 7 characters in this game. You know, a lot of people have accused the 3 Saiyans so far of playing exactly the same, which we found out at Evo is not true. They definitely play differently.
They do. Yeah.
Trunks is obviously going to be played differently than Vegeta, Goku, and Gohan.
Yeah.
And we're going to have Krillin and Piccolo, who on paper come out of the box more technical than all the other cast members.
And I suspected this, man, because it was like I was like, no, dude. Like, as far as in canon and in the show, these characters have always had to resort to a lot more trickier play, a lot more setup type play, right?
Right.
They weren't like the brute strength characters. I mean, even Piccolo was a brute strength character, but he always was really smart dude and has strats.
Oh, totally.
So the fact that they really played to that strength is awesome, man. Like I am hoping that because Piccolo's my dude, man.
You want to give him the strap? You want to give him the strap?
Dude, yo. I am gonna hook this dude up with the strap. I'm gonna do a design where this dude is unloading foods with an Uzi. You know, in case you didn't know, I do most of the designs for the T-shirt designs and the Game Goons designs. And dude, I'm so excited about even thinking about it because it's like, dude's unloading a clip of his Uzi. You know, the lights flashing. Oh my god. So yeah, dude. Piccolo's my guy, man, and I really hope he's at least like mid-tier. You know, like I just want him to work. And the thing is about this game, since it's a team game, I think it's gonna work, man. I think it's gonna work.
I think it's gonna work too. And Piccolo is one of my picks too. But after seeing the Trunks trailer, man, like I wasn't even thinking about playing him. And that's like, and I'm a Kai player, and this guy is literally, you know, the original Kai Kisuke, literally the same voice actor. You know, this is the voice I fell in love with. And now I'm like, you know what? I might be a Trunks main. It might be Trunks, Android 17, and Vegeta instead of Trunks, Piccolo. I mean, instead of Piccolo, Vegeta, and Android 17. Or maybe it's Trunks, Piccolo, and Android 17. Dude, I may not like Vegeta. You never know.
The thing about this game, right? It's like I legit want to play everybody. Like this game, for sure, there's no way that I'm not gonna try to play every character. You know, it's just so much opportunity to take it in a different route by the setups that you have with the different characters. And yeah, I mean, the thing is about Dragon Ball is like there's not a character that I don't like as far as the main cast. Like I appreciate almost all of them. So yeah.
I think I also do too, and that might have something to do with the fact that they were all kind of simple and like iconic in their own way. And now we get to see them in a platform that we've been wanting to see them in for literally decades, you know?
Yeah.
And now, you know, it's kind of hard not to love that. And on top of all of this, I gotta say, Namco Bandai and Arxis have been pretty much handling this perfectly. I don't see a lot of development companies and publishing companies handling a game like this that is really sensitive. Like this game has actually got to be handled very carefully because anything could totally just change public opinion about this, I feel, especially in this current environment. But they've been handling everything perfectly. They haven't been giving us too much information. They're giving us just enough. And you know, because it's such a heavily Japanese influenced game, we do have the benefit of getting 2 different information streams. You know, we get what they give the world in America, and then we also get the exclusive V-Jump stuff, which is usually stuff that's like reserved for like, you know, the JRPG fans, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You gotta go digging for that stuff. And now all that stuff is just coming out to the light. That's why we're able to get these character reveals, these extra character reveals, and the lobby system, which honestly, man, like I shouldn't be surprised that it exists, but I'm still very happy that they're doing it this way because it's showing me that they're putting just about as much love into this as they put into Exerd, and that's all I could ask for, honestly. If they put just about as much attention into this game as they put into Exerd, it's gonna be fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, man. You pointed out the V-Jump magazine and another thing. This dude Rhymestyle has been tweeting at you. And this brings up the topic of the casual meeting the hardcore, right? Which is gonna be it's gonna happen more so in this game than ever. That there's gonna be a real clash of that, right?
For sure.
Probably the last thing like that was probably Smash. But this is probably the most modern thing of that we're gonna see. And he made a good point as to like casual's gonna really coincide with hardcore in this game, and the way that they're selling it, and you had a point to this, the way that they're selling it is they have to be very careful, right? Because this is very much a casual game at the same time, a casual property. Because this isn't just strictly a fighting game. This isn't a genre that was developed through just a fighting game type of game. It's a series. It's a show. They're worldwide popular.
Yeah,
So
it's a cultural icon in some places, you know? Like some
yeah,
people literally put Goku on their fucking, food trucks, and their shop fronts,
yeah,
and they're just like, hey, come buy shoes from Super Saiyan Goku and shit, like this shit it's their Superman more or less.
yeah.
And we're gonna have like people who love the series, people who love fighting games, people who love
Mhm.
both, and you never can count the people who are just getting into both because it looks cool. And I think this game has the potential to do that as well because it's flashy, and when they pick it up, it's going to be easy to play. And hopefully, by the time that they're playing it, the communities have come together long enough for everybody to be cool with each other. And that's the one thing I was hoping that we would be able to pull together immediately. Because, I mean, let's face it, there's probably going to be a little bit of friction at first. There's probably going to be people who are hardcore fighters versus people who are hardcore Dragon Ball fans versus people
Yeah.
who are maybe even Smash players, Like, can you imagine that if we have to pull Smash players into this and people are just like, oh, no, like, we got to deal with Smash players. And then we found out they're just as about the same as the rest of us,
Yeah, I mean, it's really weird because it's like this is gonna be a real clash of the YouTube community
Mm-hmm.
because Dragon Ball is heavy in the YouTube community, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
Like, dude, these guys that do these YouTube videos, they get ridiculous views. Their Twitter they have so many followers, yet there's gonna be a serious clash as to how this game is interpreted from even just from a commentary standpoint, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not the same as when you're commentating your videos and you're putting these videos up on YouTube versus when you're commentating an actual match, you know? So this will be a good mixing of the two, or opportunity of a good mixing of the two
Mm-hmm.
to be able to find a medium that we can come together and really take advantage of all that.
And I know a lot of people are concerned that the Xenoverse community, how's the Xenoverse community going to take this? And some people may argue if there even is a Xenoverse community or not. There's definitely a collection of people that play the game.
Yeah.
Same thing like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. There's a collection of people that play that game series,
Uh-huh.
and they're going to be basically invited into this from scratch. Maybe
Right.
those people have dabbled into fighting games before. Maybe they are hardcore fighting game fans, but we can only assume that most of them just don't compete in fighting games or play them seriously. But
Mhm.
this is their franchise,
Exactly.
This
So
is
that,
going to overtake View. This is the beginning of the DBZ CPM wars, man.
yeah, that, and it's gonna be wild, man. Cause I just, and like you said, I do think there is a community for it, but the Dragon Ball community is very much like behind the scenes. Like they'll watch all your videos, they'll play the hell out of the game,
Mhm.
but they don't really have, besides maybe like YouTube, where it's like that whole collective voice is loud. Their
Right? Yeah.
collective voice is pretty much on YouTube. Like you hear a lot of the stuff that people say is on YouTube. Like even the strats that you find out about Xenoverse, because I try to dip into that game as serious as possible because I heard there was tournaments for the original one, and I was like, you know what? Let me look into this. I want to break it down and see if like they actually are making this, at least attempt to try to make it into a fighting game, right?
Mhm.
Because they even had a training mode. They had all these things that where you could test out your tricks and stuff.
Right.
Um, and there's not a lot of information on that stuff. It's all YouTube videos. It's all YouTube commentary. Like it's all in the comments. Like anything that I found out was only on YouTube. There's no like actual, there are facts and stuff, but it's very basic, you know? And and as far as for fighting games, those things do exist. You know where to go,
Right.
and you'll eventually find a thread that takes you to a Discord or something like that, right?
Right.
But yeah, the Dragon Ball community uses the other traditional avenues of like Reddit, YouTube, and stuff like that. I don't really see them like, oh, this is a dedicated strictly for fighting games for Dragon Ball. So we'll see how that goes, man. Like, I do have the confidence, of course, that the FGC is gonna be dominating at least initially. You know.
Yeah, and at the same time, I don't really want anyone to feel like they have to hold on to that, because as long as you're pulling people in and educating them and giving them something to view, and you're getting viewers obviously from it, there's no real race to the top there.
Right.
The race still exists within the tournament structure, and that's something that a lot of people are going to get used to. Also, is that, you know, with the Xenoverse videos being up, there's a lot of like, you know, well, I watch this guy's Xenoverse videos because his stuff is really entertaining and he engages people on a stream and he answers comments on the YouTube channel, but he sucks at the fucking game. You know?
Well, they don't know that though.
That's what I mean. They don't know that. But it's going to be very clear cut now. Now there's going to be a certain rotation of people that go into these things and like, oh, this guy's ass. Don't watch this shit. This is horrible. Why is it getting so many views? And I don't think that really exists right now in a lot of those games, you know?
That's true, because in the FGC, you totally get called out on bullshit.
Totally, man. We can smell that shit.
You don't know what you're talking about, and you make a video about something, you'll get called out. So at the same time, though, like, we can't, as the fighting game community, really play it to that tone.
No.
And then there's definitely forums for that you can do that, but it's like, it's gonna happen, guys. We're gonna have to mix with the YouTube community, like, as far as Dragon Ball goes, and
yeah,
it's something that we're gonna have to pretty much be cohesive with. But at the end of the day, this is a fighting game that is meant to be played in a hardcore way, in the tournament scene, right? So that's also kind of an exception that the rest of the community is gonna have to make when coming over to play this game. And it's not really like you're trying to shove it in the face of those people, but it's a different avenue. It's not the same.
Yeah, and I would actually tell people who are in that position where they are the hardcore fighting game player and everybody recognizes them for their high skill, I would say, instead of saying, hey, don't watch this other guy's videos, just say, as a supplementary piece of viewing material, check these out. These guys go to tournaments. They make top 8 consistently. You want to be watching these guys, you know? And if they're not that entertaining, then you don't want to watch it, fine. Then that's cool too. But that's the kind of community that that's going to be built from this, obviously, if it works. There's always a possibility that it all comes caving down on itself, and knock on wood, that doesn't happen. But if it's successful, and it's a high chance that it's going to be successful,
it is.
We're going to have a lot of new faces to accommodate.
And what's wild is that I was thinking a lot about this today. The way that at least the tournament scene works is that you really have to apply yourself in order to get that respect, to be taken seriously. You know, as far as like being a dude that comes in, plays, and he commentates or does whatever you are, it's always been that type of thing where you have to pay your dues. You know, I don't know anybody that's got on in the FGC that hasn't paid their dues.
I mean, I haven't. It ends bad. It ends real bad.
You know, I don't think it's that rough. Like paying your dues now isn't like some hazing type shit like it was before.
Oh, no.
Like you get treated like a little shit every fucking time you walk in the arcade. It's not like that anymore. So, and another thing, if you're really fucking good, you're in, bro. Like they want you there. So that's how you circumvent all that, right? If you're the shit. But most of those people aren't gonna be the shit. So that is the way that the fighting game community is. It's not that it's not trying to include people. It's just that it takes a lot of time to get good at fighting games, man. And we respect everybody that's willing to put in the time. You know, we want to work with those types of people because it's a hard thing. Fighting games are hard.
Right, totally. And we want to work with everybody because we don't have time to make them want to do it, because we're pushing the shit forward. Like, some people believe that, you know, when the game comes out, it is going to be carried to a competitive level by the competitive scene, which is obvious, you know?
Yeah.
And people are going to want to become part of that, or at least become enough of a part of that to be able to watch and comprehend what's going on. Maybe not necessarily compete. So that's something where, you know, we want to work with those people. We don't want to tell them like, nah, fuck it, figure it out yourself, you dirty Xenoverse player. You know?
You dirty Xenoverse player. They probably made more money than we ever have, though.
I mean, I'm sure they have. But I'm like, I gotta say, like, whenever Bandai Namco needs money, they just like, let's make another Dragon Ball game, man. It'll get us money. It'll get our YouTubers money. You know.
Yo, What if the Arx's dudes were like, check this out, man. We gotta throw the FGC a fucking bone here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna set these motherfuckers up for life.
I mean, they kind of did on in a way. Like if this works out, the way it's supposed to, you know, like Rhymestyle can retire from his day job if he has one.
Yo, my dude, y'all made a Dragon Ball fighting game for us? Damn.
I've never dabbed in my life, but it's like, you know, almost want to do it.
Shit, yeah, money matches are gonna take up a whole new amount of money. It's gonna start breaking records. Because dudes are balling now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, man, I just won this $20,000 weekly tournament last week. Oh, you down for $1,000 money match? Fuck, let's do it, bitch.
You know, real quick like that. And they're going to get plenty of time to practice too, because, you know, the online mode, as we talked about earlier, is going to be hopefully just as good as Exords. You know, I mean, you're putting the bread down in the game. It's only 20% done and it looks that good. And you're showing us 9 characters and you're showing us the lobby mode. And I'm like, damn, this shit is going to have to be clean as hell.
All right. So there's another angle that all you FGC peoples are going to be able to take when this game comes out. And that is to money match the fuck out of all your friends and family, because you know they're all about to have this game. Play it smart. Let them get a few hits. Maybe even let them get around. But dude, the opportunity to scumbag some money in money matches is so high in Dragon Ball.
Dude, I got blown up at Evo during a tournament because of some dude that probably money matches everybody he can.
Yeah.
And he was just ready for that shit. He was more ready than I was. And I was just like, oh man, I'm gonna have a hard time in this. I love the game, and I can already see I'm having a hard time with this game. Like there's gonna because I don't like blocking. I can block, but I don't like to block. You know, you're gonna have to do a lot of blocking in this game. Do a lot of blocking in this game.
Yeah, but you're also doing a lot of supers, which is your forte, though. Like,
no, I do a lot of random supers.
Random supers, the game.
I will definitely do some random supers, man. Like I did some random supers at the tournament, and like, yes, this is random supers, the game, as you were saying. Like, what's your experience with that?
Oh well, it's funny because in casuals, when we were playing casuals, that's literally all they did, and even when I was watching the stream, like the dudes lost their goddamn minds when the level 3 supers were getting ripped, man, and it was crazy because these dudes were ripping it raw, dude. Like,
yeah, you were just doing that shit.
As raw as you could possibly rip a super, these dudes were not having it. I got meter. I'm pressing all the buttons, and this super's about to come out.
Dude,
I don't even care if it hits.
Dude, you see that like that Maximilian video that's like getting a ton of views right now and making the rounds, and he just nailed Diando with that fucking level 3 super raw. And even he, after he killed him, just had this look on his face like, I don't deserve this shit.
Yeah, dude, it's cause like I don't know, people that don't usually play games like this, they're like, what the fuck? Like I blocked the right way. Is this shit unblockable? And then that's when you dip into the lore. Mm-hmm. Yes. It is, in fact, unblockable. You think you're gonna block a Super Saiyan level 3?
This guy get the fuck out the way.
You think you're gonna block that shit? The only way you block it is get out of the way. But that's not true. I mean,
it's not true. He just blocked the wrong way.
Yeah, he just blocked the wrong way. But yeah, dude, that's how you're gonna get those dudes that aren't the regular FGC people. Like, listen, dude. It's unblockable, player. I mean, that's just the way it is. Do you think you can block?
Nobody blocks Dragon Fist, man.
You think you could block that, dude? You think you're gonna block a self-destruct explosion from Boo?
Vegeta.
Or Vegeta? Man. You think it's gonna work? You think you're gonna block Heat Dome? What's up, dude? No.
Even Cell couldn't block Heat Dome, man.
Yeah, dude. But Destructo Disc is what you're gonna use to really sell it too, because like Destructo Disc was unblockable, right? Right? Speaking of that, we didn't really get to talk about the utility of these characters, right?
Yeah.
Like these new ones that we got some new info on. Right now, Krillin is looking mad wild.
Yeah, he is definitely looking like the kind of character that is going to give people a hard time just simply because his tool set appears to be designed around, you know, tricking your opponent to thinking you're doing one thing and then doing another. I know all week you were noting that after image shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen how it works in the show, right? Mm-hmm. Like, did they use it in Botuden?
No, as far as I know, the after image technique hasn't been used in a fighting game in almost ever, man. Holy crap. Like, I don't think I've ever seen it utilized in a Dragon Ball Z fighting game. So this might be the first time we see it. This could be some like what's that? It could be some fucking KOF 98 shit, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know. To me right now, I'm most interested in Krillin, just for the simple fact that we haven't seen people use it in game with assist, using the system or anything like that. So it's like on paper, it's like I know a lot of us are worried, like, oh fuck, unblockable destructo disc. You got an after image.
After image, like what if it's like fucking Chizuru, man? What if he's fucking Chizuru?
Then we can deal with him.
I mean, nobody can deal with Chizuru, man. That shit was broke. They had to take her out of the game.
That's because you play online. That's because you play online, bro. You're playing GGPO and she's super teleporting.
Yeah, they had to kill that bitch. They're like, no, she's too good.
Dude, it's because at GGPO you literally teleport, and you got a character that teleports. Come on, man.
Oh my god!
What's the net code for Dragon Ball? They're gonna use GGPO. Oh, dude, this game is dead in the water, bro. If they use GGPO, because you already got teleports and vanishes and shit like that.
Oh my god, dude!
You're gonna have the GGPO assist of a teleport.
That shit rolls back on you after the teleport, and boom, you know, like, oh, I don't know which one's the real one and which one's the rollback. Forget about it. I'll just block one way or the other.
Yeah, we're gonna have to need that that sound effect that it makes when your shit's fucking up. That's how you know. That was just like GGPO rollback.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, but I'm excited for that shit. But you know what I'm really excited for? Because we are 6 days out from the Dragon Ball FighterZ closed beta test registration day.
Oh my god.
They announced it at Evo on Sunday, and I know they said the 26th, but I can almost swear I heard everybody just like run to their phones and immediately look for the website, even though they said it wasn't up yet. Because like, dude, it's like, oh shit, gotta get on that, man. Gotta get my codes.
Well, you know? Do you happen to know what like day in the week that lands?
I think that's a Wednesday, sir.
Oh shit, I'm in there, bro. I'm fucking in there. Cause the thing is, dude, like when they announced the tournament, I was nowhere in sight of a computer or anything. I was at work, so I couldn't sign up for that. And I had the time for that. That's the unfortunate thing. I had the time for it. But if this is on a Wednesday, dude, it's going down. I already have multiple accounts.
We camping that shit from work. That's what I'm doing. I'm camping that webpage.
I'm gonna have to tell my boss to take off early, and I got this. And the whole time I'm just gonna be on the computer.
Take off early. Where you going? You gotta sign up for a closed beta test, boss. Come on.
Hey, man. You know you think you go get us some Taco Bell or something? You know, for the team, doing a great job over here. Oh, you know what? Great idea. Oh, thank God. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man, a lot of people are excited for that. We don't know how many people they're going to choose for this, and we don't know how long it's going to last, but it is going to be possibly obviously going to be taking place throughout the month of August, since we'll probably get the decision either the end of July or before August or early August, one of those. And this is obviously before the end of summer 2017, so we could be going until September, hopefully. That would be nice, a whole month of like just beta testing Dragon Ball FighterZ. And you got to think with this amount of promotion on just a closed beta test, they're going to be testing the online, which means people are going to be able to play each other. And the question is, are they going to be able to stream it? Because if they can stream it, we are going to see the CPM war start like a year early.
I would think they would. Did they have something that they could let Exert stream when that game came out?
Exert just kind of came out cold as far as I know. They went out and came out in arcades. And then I think there was a demo.
There was, yeah, for a bit.
At least for Revel.
Oh, you're right. I don't think they did have a beta. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
What about Street Fighter? Oh, but that's not even the same company.
Street Fighter 5 came. Yeah, Tekken 7 definitely didn't have it either, as far as I know. They just had the arcade version, and people could stream that if they had it, obviously. And we had the pre-release version at EVO last year. So, this would be the first time that we're seeing ArcSys create a game that's going to be in closed beta test before it's ready to go. And I mean, we are talking about, you know, just hurt feelings, man. There's gonna be a lot of emotion flying around the internet when this thing drops.
Dude, like we're gonna see people's true colors, man. And you know, and I hate to get real serious here, guys, but we're gonna see friendships broken.
No,
Like
man.
Dragon Ball is gonna break up friendships because you know what, dude? You think you saw desperation when Street Fighter came out? You think you saw desperation when Guilty Gear Tekken came out? No, this is real. This is about to get so real that your boy, that you thought was your boy, is about to stomp all over you.
Mm-hmm.
About to use you as a catapult to get that beta code, to get that CPM, because it's my time to shine, player. It's my time. There might not be a Mount Paozu arcade when the beta comes out. I'll be like, it's my time, Chris.
I'm about to depending on whoever gets the code gets to run Game Goons for the month.
Yeah, exactly. You're King Goon.
Yeah. No, I mean I agree, man. Like a lot of people are going to be fighting for this code, and I mean obviously it's a raffle, so like it's going to literally be luck of the draw, and some people just are going to get picked. And I bet you somebody's going to have a buddy that got picked and they didn't, and they're going to be like, "Hey man, can I come over and try that shit?" And that dude's going to be like, "Hell no, man." An NDA, baby.
Oh man, and then like people saving strats, like what? Because here's the thing, like we kind of it existed, but it's so prevalent now. The pre-release tournaments, parties, or whatever, where they give out pretty dope ass prizes. The prizes they gave out at Evo was like what Xbox One, like if you won or something like that.
Yeah, you get real stuff. You get an Xbox One. They gave out 4 of them. They gave you T-shirts. They gave you keychains, and I mean, and the other thing is like all the execs are talking about supporting the game for the rest of the year or beyond. They want this game to be a success, and I got to think that it's because like you look at Tekken, you look at Guilty Gear, and those are great games, but those are franchises completely contained within themselves. Those are not things that they can just draw upon from outside of their sphere of influence. Those are things that are just created within the dome of what they exist in. Dragon Ball is something that has existed for 30 years now and is super popular around the world. We got done talking about how it's a cultural icon in some places.
Yeah.
And it's just they don't, I won't say they don't have to do anything, but the amount of promotion that it does for itself and the amount of hype that it generates for itself is almost dwarfs what you can generate naturally for their main games. You know?
Man. And I know you and me had the experience of doing the whole King of Fighters thing where there was some like pre-release parties, but there's not a lot, and it's like if you go, chances are your most competitive players are gonna be there.
No.
But when Dragon Ball comes out, you can go to your local GameStop, and I promise you, if they have a pre-release party or tournament, it's game, bro.
There's gonna be a killer there.
Everybody's gonna spread out. We're all gonna unify. Be like, hey, bro, you're gonna take the one in Reseda, bro. Oh, you're gonna take the one in San Jose. Oh, I'm gonna take the one here in Moreno Valley, cause ain't nobody good out here. This is mine. You know?
Get them free trading points, man. Hell yeah, dude.
And then you're gonna get that strat of like, oh no, the Santa Ana area is way too deep in talent. I'm gonna go drive out to Lancaster. Shout out to Gibby. What's the emo? Hey, use the emo, player.
Use the emo. We gotta drive it to Lancaster and show Gibby what's up in this game.
Yeah, man. Gibby's gonna win the. he's gonna win a tournament, and we're gonna get to use the emo.
Oh, dude! You can imagine if Gibby won a tournament in this game because he doesn't even want to play until Roshi's confirmed. If Roshi's not confirmed, we don't know what he's going to do. Probably won't play it, but he'll probably touch it for a little bit. Somebody will say some shit to him that like he don't play games no more, right? He can't play new games, and he's like, you know what, you little piece of shit, you little punk. I don't even like games like this.
He's gonna use I don't even play this game, bitch.
Yeah, and he's gonna beat the hell out of him, and they're just gonna be great. Now Gibby's a pro Dragon Ball FighterZ player.
Oh shit! Yeah, he already has a lore, dude. Like, apparently, Gibby has let down Evo multiple times by letting people on stage and not doing his job. The worst bodyguard that ever existed.
I just gotta give him a shout out real quick for that. He tried his best, but those kids are pretty fast these days.
Is he gonna hold down Dragon Ball? Probably not. Or he may, because he's like, God, I hate these kids.
Seriously, I know, man. It's gonna be the best though, because everybody has a reason to play this game. I feel everybody's gonna be excited, and like, man, like I said, I'm gonna camp that beta test registration, man. Oh my god, they haven't given us any information. All we know is July 26th. They'll probably announce something closer to that date, or maybe just the night before. Maybe they're really fucking with us, so they'll be like, hey, you guys awake?
Yeah, man. And it's wild, dude, because everybody's in their own little group right now. The strats are already coming out. Hey, what are you going to do when the game comes out?
Yo!
Where are you going to play?
Dude, people are already dropping knowledge on this game. I know there's like that whole saying, you know, save it for nationals, but people want to be the first ones to have tech in this game, because that means they can give people the old shit. They're already working on new shit as soon as this game comes out. They're already ahead of the game, but at least they make it kind of fair, you know?
Well, the thing is that you guys are gonna have to get on those discords ASAP, because they already exist. People are already strategizing, and there's some dudes that are go-to right now that I think you can tell that they know a lot of information. And people are just trying to buddy up with them.
Yeah,
To be like, hey, bro, what do you think? Nerd Josh being one of them, Kizzy K being another one.
Oh, dude, man, yeah, people are totally up Nerd Josh's ass about this right now. I haven't had a chance to talk to Kizzy K about the game because he was pretty busy during Evo weekend. But yeah, Nerd Josh has just been like a wealth of information, and we need to have him on the show sometime. Honestly, we need to bring him on here so we can pick his brain also.
That's the plan. Yep.
Dude, for real. But yeah, just this game is, it's everything I thought it was going to be. That's the scariest part about it, you know? Like, when I went there, I wasn't entirely sure what I was getting into. Like, the hype was one thing. I knew I was going to be hyped for the game, but hype can be misleading. Hype can be damn near fatal sometimes, especially if something doesn't live up nearly as much to the hype as you thought it would. But it blew away all my expectations, you know? The areas I thought this game would be diminished in, it would be lacking in, they actually came through with flying colors. The areas that I thought that would most likely need improvement probably still needs improvement, but definitely not to the point where I don't believe it can be done before release. The things that I was going to be bothered by, like the simplicity of the assist system, totally didn't even enter my mind when I was playing. You know
what's dope is, I don't think Marvel did this, but they have different cooldowns on their characters, which is like, all right, that gives you more parameters to adjust the balance. Like, that's pretty cool, you know? Like, because I guarantee you, like, for instance, the Sensu bean, right? They were showing the Sensu bean. Like, if you can constantly be throwing that bitch out there, like,
boy, dude.
Let me hook up my homies.
I'm kind of mad he has that in the first place, dude. Like, that's a little too gimmicky, man. But whatever, he is the honorary Senzu bean holder, so.
Wait, I just thought about something. So does that exclude fucking what's his face? I can't fucking think of his name right now. Yajirobe? Does that exclude Yajirobe from being in the game?
Well, Yajirobe's more of the bean farmer, as it were. He grows the beans on Corn Tower with Cat Corn, and dispenses them to whoever has the balls to climb up Corn Tower. And usually the courier position, as it were, is delegated to Krillin because he isn't going to do anything else.
All right, yeah. That's dope.
And he flies under the radar a lot too. All right. So we're almost to the end of our show, but we haven't forgotten about our t-shirt contest. This is the official Game Goons shirt, I believe. Mount Paozu arcade shirt, you moron. Sorry.
Come on, Chris, get it right.
Jesus. Well,
okay, it's our first time.
The shirt I'm wearing on the show, I haven't even looked at my camera. Sorry. So the raffle for it will be closing soon. We'll be deciding the winner shortly. Live and in living color. So if you haven't already retweeted and followed the Game Goons Twitter account, please do so. If you're watching, if you are not watching, you don't want the t-shirt, then I mean, you could always just donate to the channel or subscribe to it because you can get this awesome Game Go Bang emote. I'll just put it in the chat real quick because Gibby loves this thing, you know? Can't get enough of it. Hold on, maybe I should like spam it real quick since there we go. That's the shit. You know, like you get that awesome emote right there for just $4.99. It's beautiful. Spartan Knight knows what is up.
Shout out to Spartan
Amazing. Amazing emote. You know, this thing has so many uses. It's good for those ooh goddamn moments. It's good for those ooh that smooth moments. It's for the ooh I smell something that smells like shit moments. You know, like it's perfect for everything, right?
Oh damn! Silent but deadly, baby.
Silent but deadly. We're gonna be getting a lot of those in Dragon Ball Fighters. There's going to be a lot of silent but deadly attacks. And if you don't feel like subbing, like I said before, you can donate and you get a cool little message that you get to send to us. It can be profane. We haven't turned off the filters yet. But we have turned it off for the podcast, obviously, because we don't want to be interrupted. But whenever we're playing games, like I'm playing Unio or something, or playing Eunice, and you want to, insult my play and give me $10 at the same time, just feel free, drop $10 in there and say, hey, Hellpockets, you suck, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, man. And we're gonna close it up real soon, but we're gonna give you a few minutes to give you a chance to put in work on this raffle and possibly win. So, yeah, Chris, Hellpockets, let's tie this up with a nice little bow. I really feel really happy for the future that we're going to be going into with Dragon Ball, and it's so early is a crazy thing.
I know
that like people are already on board across the board, across different parts of the internet. They're ready for this crossover game, dude, and everybody can smell it a mile away is the crazy thing, right? Everybody knows, and you can downplay it all you want, man. You can downplay it. Oh, it's not going to be a big game or whatever. It's going to lose steam. Dragon Ball has never lost steam. The reason it's big is because they showed half a season and people still stuck the fuck around. You know what I mean? They showed like they ended the Frieza saga halfway and people like, what the fuck? I gotta see more. And the fan base, they fucking brought that show back to life as far as in the US.
Yeah, definitely.
And then once somebody got the rights, it's game over. This is that fucking moment. This is the tsunami moment of the FGC, right? Where we just blow the fuck out of fighting games.
I'm just telling you right now, like every time a Xenoverse game comes out, it's fucking gigantic. You look at the Twitch numbers. The Twitch numbers are up there with fucking Overwatch for at least 2 weeks. It's massive, and maybe it drops down after that because they get disinterested. But that's when the FGC longevity of a game comes into play. That's when the dedicated come out and actually show people like, hey, we're gonna carry this torch a little bit further than you guys are used to seeing from a Dragon Ball game. And that's when things start getting real interesting, because then those guys who bowed out during the second week are like, hey, wait, people still playing this game, still streaming this shit. There's still like 3,000 people watching this game on Twitch. I don't want to be the one left out. This is my series. This is my game.
Oh shit! You know how many people I've heard say that? This is my game. I gotta be in this. This is my game.
Gotta be there, man. I'm totally made for the born to play this shit.
And you know what's crazy about the shit that as far as like streaming and doing YouTube videos goes is like a lot of these dudes, they're not gonna know about the whole Goon faction. You know what I mean? They're not gonna know what Hellpockets can bring to the game.
Nah, and I'm gonna be a lot cleaner on my execution by the time this game comes out. So
not even just that, dude. Even from like the entertainment perspective, this ain't our first fucking rodeo, man. They're gonna be like, oh shit, y'all got skills?
Oh man, they might have known us from such evil finals such as KOF 14 2017, where the infamous line, "Don't wake daddy" was born. And we nearly broke 2 chairs.
Fantastically delivered, might I add.
Oh, thank you, sir. I definitely had the best setup that a partner can give.
All right.
I for real, I just can't wait for this game. It's going to be like, if it's this good now, it's just going to be that much better when it comes out. And like you said, the Goon connection getting started early is real, because people are taking notice. People are coming up to me at Evo, telling me, "Hey, you're doing a Mount Paozu Arcade episode this weekend because it's Thursday. When you missed it, we definitely want to know what you think about Dragon Ball Fighters. We watch your shit." We're getting noticed by the industry. People are telling me, "Hey, you guys are the only dudes doing this shit right now. I can't believe people are sleeping on this. So don't be left behind.
That's right, man. And if you're down with the Goons, you are not gonna get left behind because we'll be here when Dragon Ball takes over the world, and we'll be here after many, many years, hopefully, way into the future, where I'm living under the house that Dragon Ball built, driving the car that Dragon Ball gave me, and hooking up with a girlfriend. Because obviously I got divorced because I made it big.
Damn.
That Arxis.
That Arxis Dragon Ball money made it too easy for you to live
Woo,
a bachelor's
baby.
life, huh?
You know what, baby? Thank you for supporting me and all that. But as you know, with the people when they make it big, it's the next part of my life, and I'm gonna be a huge slut. So
money just complicates things. Why just make it complicated? Get out of here, you know.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna tie this off, and we're finally getting to the point of the show where you, the winner, are gonna get announced. And
waiting for.
hold on.
What?
The raffle has to still go down.
Producers running the numbers. Producers running the numbers.
We have not found out who it is yet. Confirming that all of you followed and retweet, which is part of the rules. The Game Goons account on Twitter. Who is gonna be the winner? Who is gonna be the first official winner of our first raffle for Mount Paozu Arcade? Who will it be?
It better not be the fucking Hound. It better not be the fucking Hound.
The Hound, possibly? Is it?
It's not the Hound.
Okay, we have word that it's not the Hound.
Confirmation that
you
is
all
not
have
the
a
Hound.
chance. You all have a chance at winning. Do we have the winner? Do we? What? The winner
is Amazing Chest Ahead.
Chest Ahead, you are the winner. Please contact the Game Goons account on Twitter and give them your information. You have won the first Mount Paozu Arcade t-shirt. Awesome.
Couldn't go to a nicer person. Yeah, check out Chest Ahead's Twitter while you're at it.
Fantastic, buddy.
Amazing. All right, so that's our first raffle. And if you missed out on this t-shirt, don't worry. There's still a chance to win our official Game Goons t-shirt that is currently on raffle under the same system on Twitter. That'll be given away next week.
So you can continue to try to make that happen. Yeah, sometime next week we will be announcing the winner for that.
And so if you didn't win, you can always buy the t-shirt. It's available on our Teespring. We'll be posting a link to that tweet because we have a shop. The Game Goons have a shop on Teespring now. And so you'll be able to purchase not only the Mount Paozu Arcade t-shirt, but you'll also be able to purchase the official Game Goons logo t-shirt. And anything else that's coming down the pipe. We got a lot of ideas for shirts. People are going to like them. We're not just going to do t-shirts. People have been requesting hoodies. So we're going to be looking into our bag of tricks. Abe is definitely looking to see if we can edit some of these images to be on hoodies because we would love to sell you whatever you want.
Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, like you guys that have been supporting us, been subscribing and buying shirts already, which is like, I'm stunned at that. I mean, thank you guys for sticking around and listening to us. We're gonna have a long road here, and we'll be around. This is gonna be a consistent show, like we've been saying before.
Oh yeah, definitely. Easy.
The team of myself, Hellpockets, and Gibby as our producer. Yeah, man. Like
we got Lord Walkman in the back, running interference for the riffraff.
Exactly, man. He's sorting them out.
Just wait till the game come out. He's gonna be like, all right, guys, you got you on the list. You on the list? I don't know. We're gonna give him some Game Goon sunglasses.
I mean, man, guys, like, I don't even have that Game Goon shirt, and I want it so bad. Help us out here.
So, I mean, I was wearing like the official Game Goon shirt at Evo, and then I saw you came out with the logo shirt, and I was kind of like, can we just get that one real quick, dude? Like,
yeah, man. I don't know. It's so crazy because I feel like we've been on a roll lately. Like, shit just works now.
Dude, it's the fucking like, it's so good to be able to do that whenever you want to. You know, it's a good feeling. But and our producer is currently having technical difficulties with finding resources.
Yeah, man. But like we're saying, like this shit's going down. Like I just don't see it not going down. Like Chris, you the man, bro. We're already giving our winning speech like we want.
Dude, I know. We cannot jinx this because
Yeah.
there are a lot of talented people out there
Exactly.
who want that position, and I'm not gonna say they don't deserve it. I'm not gonna say that we don't deserve it, but you know, it's gonna be a fight, and whoever wins, you know, there's a place for everyone. I think there's gonna be enough Dragon Ball fighters to go around for everybody who wants a piece of it.
Of course, man, and I want you guys to support those other streams. You know, this is just a piece of the pie. That's all it is. And I want to support more other people. Hopefully, other people come out with content. If you do have content and you want us to help you promote it, please send it to the Game Goons account. We will retweet you. We'll do whatever we can to show off what you guys been working on. We'll even talk about it on the show, man. More content to talk about. Might even invite you on the show
Oh,
to talk about those things.
Speaking of talking about things on the show, we do have a question. Do you think we have time for a question, producer? All right, so this question comes from Nerd in the Bay in the Discord. If you have not joined the Discord yet, I'm going to post a link inside of the chat. There you go. That Discord link will put you in touch with us directly as we do the show. You can drop questions to us. We'll be able to read them and whatnot. So anyway, this comes from Nerd in the Bay. Do you think they will have faction wars in the game? Hashtag long shot. I don't know. That would be an interesting idea. I think factions have had some popularity, some success in fighting games, one-on-one fighting games in the past. So I don't see how they could not do that. I mean, the worst comes to worst, you could totally just set up like a website guild and just like go to war with people over street cred, I guess. That's always an option. But I don't know. I don't know if that would be. Factions were never really a big thing in Dragon Ball. Like, it's not really something that it's known for.
Well, I guess if you make the connection to Xenoverse, like you kind of have your mentor that you kind of align yourself with, but I think that's the closest that you get to.
Probably, and that's kind of something they came up with on the fly too. So I don't see them really along that. Davimon DLH says he still wants to hear our list of characters who get in the DBFZ. I mean, honestly, I want all of them in. Yeah. There's like no one else.
It's so big. But I'll say this though, I don't have a list, but I'll say this: it would be dope if they did put super characters in it.
I think they did. I think we can cover that next episode because maybe we should put together a list of characters we want in the game and save it for next week's episode, and we read them off, compare notes. We might actually surprise each other with. I would say we could go in between 30 and 34 characters. What do you think?
God damn! It wouldn't be a Dragon Ball list if we didn't go that deep. Jeez.
Yeah, really, right? Yeah, well, I would say at the end of its lifespan, I could see it having 35 characters.
Dude, you know what I just thought about? What if we had an episode, and maybe this could be a bonus episode, where we go through a list of like the top 30 characters in Dragon Ball, and we debate about it.
Ooh, that would be a good topic.
I mean, it would probably take up the whole goddamn show.
I mean, that's fine. We can totally do this. We can totally do that. And we got more questions running in too. Jeez. But we're going to get to those next week because we're out of time, unfortunately. I believe. Okay, yeah. Like, anything else you want to say?
I mean, like I said, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for buying shirts. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for following. And I got to hand it over to my boy Hellpockets to close us out. Chris, let us know what's up.
All right, guys. So once again, I want to say thanks for watching. And I am Hellpockets, and that's Meta Abe. And always remember, keep it super. You know what I'm saying?